Welcome, guys. Today is the first day of Aether Raids Chaos season, so I thought why not? Might as well make this a weekly thing where I'm just going to play all of my fights, all my defenses on camera. We're going to do this day by day, so there's a video every day for you guys to check out. And Chaos Season is this brand new mode that they decided to introduce to try and shake things up a bit. So Mama Baps, Loki, has taken over Aether Raids, and she's basically twisted it to fit her own rules, and everything's all topsy-turvy now. So if you're running offensive mythics on your team, they're no longer providing any blessing bonuses, which is a huge deal because you're getting like plus 5 HP per mythic hero on your team, which is tremendous when you're using bait units. We're also not going to have any lift loss reduction on defense, except if you're using the one bonus mythic hero, who in this case happens to be Yune. So I did actually make a defense team, and I did plop Yune on that defense team just to get some more lift loss reduction. I'm not entirely confident that there's going to be this one magic defense that beats everything, but I did a couple of mock battles off screen and just like getting a gist of what this mode is all about. I think might not be the worst idea to just bring Yune along on a defense just to mitigate lift loss, because the tryhards are going to beat you. Like, no matter how good you think your defense is, the tryhards are going to beat you. But as long as you're good enough that you can beat the regulars, then you should be fine. So we'll go ahead and quickly take a look at my defense here that I concocted last night. So, like I said, I do have Yune on the team, not really for any particular purpose other than to just give us that extra lift reduction. Then we have Sigurd with Dagger for Pathfinder, accompanied by Bikini Mikaya, as well as Bride Roy. So we have basically Cavline team here with Pathfinder, and then we have Brave Hector support with the Far Save skill. Now, running save armors on defense in this version of the mode is not going to go over as well because they're missing out on a whole bunch of stat bonuses. It goes both ways. So, like, on offense, we're not gaining the bonus stats, and same goes on defense. So, I had to do quite a lot of mock battles to refamiliarize myself with, like, units' base stats and how those are going to come into play. Because we've been spoiled for how long now? It's been a long time since we've been used to just abusing all the stat bonuses, the blessings, and double save units, multiple dancers. We've had pacifiers in our mouths the whole time. Well, I mean, not the whole time. way back when, before mythic heroes were even a thing. We did get Aether Raids, and it was the most fun it's ever been back then, so I don't know. I'm not sure if that's necessarily going to translate as well now when we have broken bullshit like some units running around now. I don't know if those old rules are really going to go over as well, but we're going to find out. So this is my defense team. We did actually get one defensive replay, which, to my knowledge, before I went to bed, I was hearing people talk about a glitch, and as we can see here, this is an example of the glitch. So, for some reason, you're only deploying 4 units at a time, and your fortress is going to be downgraded to level 1. There's just no chance for my team to even do anything here, so I am glad that I decided to bring Yune at least. I managed to mitigate my lift loss, which would have been inevitable in this situation here. But in order to fix this glitch, I believe you have to do one fight, because the reason why it's happening is because everyone started off this season at 0 lift, presumably. I'm not sure, like, they didn't code it correctly to actually handle Chaos Season. So, everybody started this season off at 0 lift, and until you do your first fight, your lift is not actually going to be restored. So, it's considering my defense as being a very beginning team where before I had unlocked all of the extra defense slots, and before I had leveled up my fort and all of that. So it's just one little minor inconvenience. It's not going to be a, like, forever thing. It's going to go away after the first day. But a little unfortunate for people that decided not to do their fights at the very start. And then the people that did do their fights, they're going to have, like, an extra 40 lift on the rest of us. But, again, not a big deal. And seems like an easy rematch relatively. So I'll be able to use that later on down the road. Okay, also, another thing about this season is that you need to get a bonus KO, right? So, for the most part, I've opted to use Letizia as my bonus hero, because obviously, out of what we have available, she's going to be the one putting in the most work. But we can also use any heroes from version 1 and prior. Well, I guess there's nothing prior to Book 1, but you know what I mean. Like, all of the Book 1 heroes are going to be eligible for this as bonus heroes, and you have to get just one bonus KO with one of your bonus heroes in order to gain the maximum lift at the end of a fight. So we can quickly take a look at my offensive teams here. We'll just do a quick breakdown. So I'm running virtually, like, identical teams for slot 1 and 2. The only difference is that Hector has Deflect Magic on one, and then he has Deflect Missile on the other. That is to just give me a bit of a mix-up, because sometimes people do go heavy on the bow units to try and pressure Hector, so they'll run, like, Bow Hinoka, or not Bow, but Pirate Hinoka, and they'll run also Duo Dagger and things like that, and they'll try to pressure Hector out by using bow units. So Deflect Missile is nice in those situations, but for the majority's sake, Deflect Magic is kind of better. I'm also going to be giving Thea a try here. Thea, on paper, is just ridiculous. She's like the free-to-play savior, because she gets instant bonus doubler to herself and attacking defense up 6, and then like a monster stat swing, as you can see with this SA long weapon effect there. So I'm expecting her to put in some work, hold her own. I got Gatekeeper here. If I did have Elamine, I would have ran her, because Elamine is like a god in Chaos Season. You know how I said Elamine was a skip in Astra Season? I still stand by my guns with that, but when it comes to freaking Chaos Season, I feel like Elamine's probably a must-have, just because we're free to run any units. There's no restrictions at all here. So, false start, man. That's really gonna shut down teams. But I have to settle for Gatekeeper at the moment. He can block jump effects, so I can use him to block out Catria. So I can actually effectively bait with my units and not have to worry about triangle attack. We got Flame here for support. I actually decided to build her up for real. I gave her Odd Recovery and Attack Res Push. Prior to this, I was just running her with the base kit, so I decided to step up my Flame game a little bit. Odd Recovery, I think, is going to be very helpful here if you're running save units, which I think is not the worst idea in the world. I have a majority of my teams are running save units here. But Odd Recovery, get back some HP on Hector when he's not gaining like plus 15 HP. That's definitely going to help. And then Letizia is our bonus. Okay, same team right there, just different seal on Hector. This one is like a Hector breaker, so like kind of like a wall breaker team. I got Pirate Hinoka because she's going to make mincemeat out of Hector. She is paired up with Lilith so that she's gaining null follow-up as well, so there's just nothing Hector's going to be able to do to stop her. We got Yuri with Disarm Trap to provide some mobility for us with foul play, and then possibly attack and then get out of the way with Kanto. We got the Hatari Azura here because she can provide extra dance turns to Lilith and Hinoka with her harmonic skill. And then again, we have Letizia as the bonus. Okay, a blast from the past. I really hope I get to use this team today. We have the man himself, Brave Ike, giving him +7 to all stats with Hone Attack 4 on Azura. And then we got bonus doubler on him as well with Eliwood. Have not done strats like this in years, guys. Literal years. I'm very excited to bust this out again, because you guys know I'm the Ike guy. Ike is my favorite character. We got Muspel as well to give him Domain of Flame. I'm not entirely sure who would be a good replacement, if at all, but I think Domain of Flame is a good substitute for Dominance, which is what I used to run him with in the old days, but not too confident I'm going to be able to call where they have their Duo's Hindrance now, because the new map, the Jotunheim Castle, has 2 walls, and they could easily just stick their Duo's Hindrance anywhere on any lane. It's really unpredictable now, so just going to have to run Domain of Flame, and then Flame again for support and DR. And then my final team is another variant of a wall breaker team. This time we've got Brave Erica. I had thought about running Brave Eliwood instead also, because he's got effective against Dragon and Beast. And I could see that coming in handy a little bit as well, but I think Erica's probably going to have a better matchup against more things in the long run, and then she just flat out has Kanto too. So I think I decided to go for Erica because of that. Otherwise, we got Chrom to repo our units around, get some instant specials. Got Peony there for double dancing, and then Letitia as well. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get this first fight on the way. Actually, before we start, I want to move that over there so I have a little bit more space to work with. Alright, so best of luck. Let's see how this goes. Alright, first up, we have Medeus. Okay, I didn't get lucky here. Actually, can we use Ike? Hold on, I think we can use Ike for this. Very old school. Cancel affinity on the bow unit. That's something. Yeah, because a very long time ago, Raven Tome T-Adept units were the hard counter to bow units. Alright, we got Hatari Azura. We have Katria to be an annoying bitch. And then we have Yune there at +2. Okay, so what are we going to do here? I'm thinking just Ike it, man. Like, plop Ike on a defense tile and then just watch in joy as he just shreds this whole setup. Medeus might have a solid matchup against Ike because he's targeting Rez, but it's kind of tough to say. Like, I can't really call it definitively, but I think Ike is a safe bet for this. So let's go ahead and bust him out and just see if the old ways can still carry us to a win. Let's turn the animations on real quick. Alright, so I have Odd Recovery on Flame. I'm not going to want to take any actions on this turn. We're just going to, like, mosey about until next turn so I can actually use my Odd Recovery on the following turn. Let's see, where do I want to put Ike, actually? Maybe I should call his bluff on the Bolt Trap. Like, just pop the Bolt Trap with somebody. Have Ike away from it so he's not getting hit. Because ideally, this is the spot I would want to put Ike so that I don't get jumped by Katria. Alright, we'll give it a go. Let's just put Moose Spell over there. Okay, that is the trap. And we took massive damage, but that's okay because I have a healer. Alright, let's go ahead and get Eliwood. Let's see here. Where do we want Eliwood? Let's get him over there, I guess. And then we'll put Ike right there. Look at this beast with 65 HP. He is a bonus hero too, right? So he is getting a lot of bonus stats. That's really your only way to get bonus stats in here. So I would recommend, like, if you have a bonus hero from Book 1 that you can run that's fully invested in there, probably going to put in a little bit more work than your save armors by this point with all the stats. He could actually go through a Hex Trap if I needed him to because he's got more HP than 60. So, yeah, like even player phase units from Book 1, if they got more than 60 HP after the bonus, they can player phase more effectively. A lot of people were fearing the Hex Trap because of that. Because, like, without the blessing bonuses, it's not going to be easy to get through 60 health. But if you have the bonus stats, you probably can. Alright, let's go ahead and just dance him, get 7 of all stats. Let's put Moose Spell over here. Hold on. Is that a good idea? Because Leaf is going to come at us. He's going to have triangle attack. Or, no, he's not going to have triangle attack. And actually, he can't use Nyoran Zeal either, because I have Pulse Smoke on Ike. Yeah, so, okay, let's go ahead and put Moose Spell over there. We're going to leave Flame where she is. Go ahead and rally with Eliwood, get some Ruse debuffs on them. And we'll end the turn there. Let's see how this goes. It's going to be kind of tough to get the pots, though, but we'll see. All right, here comes the big bad Leaf. We're going to plop this guy with Aether. All right, he's going to get danced. Okay, he is going after Moose Spell, but we are going to live. Thank God Moose Spell's got a ton of defense, so he can tank that. And he does have damage reduction, too. Oh, that's not good. Okay. Man, thank God. Yeah, it really is chaos in here, because you're not going to be able to, like, effectively predict everything that's going to happen. Alright, we can have Flame get rid of him. As long as we get rid of Leaf, there's no more ranged threats to really worry about here. Yeah, I think we should go for that, because, like, I don't necessarily want to bait these guys from full range, because they're going to have triangle attack. Like, Medeus with triangle attack is going to be a threat even for Ike. So, let's go for this. Get rid of Leaf. Probably not the best time to lack Wings of Mercy on Azura, but it is what it is. Alright, let's get Moose-Spell down there so that he is going to be giving Ike a lot of stats when I put him there with Domain of Flame. Azura is kind of a threat here. I wish I had Isolation or something to get her. It's a little bit tricky to call where she's going to go. Like, Medeus is going to come into Ike. I'm not entirely sure how that matchup is going to go. If I pull Ike down there, who's getting danced by Azura? That's the question, I think. We got to answer. Probably Katria, I think. Or Hector. Hector's probably going to jump. Yeah, Medeus will go first if I put Ike over there. Then Hector's going to jump in front of Katria and get danced by Azura. That's my prediction. So, let's see here. We can put Ike right there. Let's go ahead and rally on him. Get some debuffs. And, unfortunately, I don't have Wings of Mercy on her. Probably should, but... I mean, hindsight is 20/20. Alright, here we go. Come on, Ike. Put in work like you used to. Alright, he gets a guaranteed follow-up. That's not a big deal, because Ike's got damage reduction for days. We're going to plop him with Aether. I'm not sure if this is going to kill, but it might. Ooh, 1 HP. Oh, that sucks. Okay. Alright, Katria got danced. That didn't go the way that I thought it would, but that's okay, I guess. Alright, Ike could possibly one-shot. I have to set this up in a way where we can get the pots, right? That's going to be the toughest thing about this fight, is trying to get the pots. I think what I can do here is have Ike get rid of Katria. I can dance him, I can put him where Medeus is, and then both Yune and Azura are going to suicide into Ike, and then we can mosey along with Hector only moving one spot per turn. So let's go for this. Okay, and then I want to... Ooh, I would have liked to actually... Oh! Wait, hold on. Oh, I clicked on the healing tower for a second. I was like, wait a second, does Azura not have a weapon? Because I saw only green tiles, but no, she does have it. Alright, let's get the dance off on Ike. I can leave Flame right there, I think. Oh, well... I didn't think that was going to happen, that she can't even touch this guy. Alright, Moose-Spell. Wow, dude, that's cutting it close. Only 1 HP, he's able to do it. Alright, but we got to go for it here. That's crazy. Dude, Moose-Spell was the unsung MVP of this fight. He survived freaking Harmonic Leaf, and then he just got us the clutch KO that we needed there. Alright, let's go ahead and put Ike right there, and then Yune and Azura will suicide into him, and Hector is not going to be able to reach. So we can take our time getting the pots. It's going to be really tricky, though, without having Wings of Mercy on her. But this is what we have to do right now. Alright, so Azura wants some first. Come and get it. Ike does not fight for... Well, I was going to say he doesn't fight for his friends, but he totally does, so... Y'all can take it. Alright, it's been a while since I've seen Yune's attack animation, but it's pretty good. Low-key. Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, you keep going that way. So that we have better access to these pots over here. Also got Smite on Moose-Spell, which can help us. Like, help us get to the pots a little bit faster. If he went this way, he's chasing after Azura, right? So, like... I think we're actually good here to... take our time a little bit. I'm going to keep Ike down so that I can have him get at Hector. And in the meantime, we're going to just go after the pots with the other dudes. Okay, I didn't want him to go there. Now he's on a defense tile. That's kind of annoying. Alright, we'll get rid of this so that Flame can actually start moving. Oh man, I have to get rid of this guy in a certain amount of turn, right? So, like, I don't have forever to just mosey about trying to get this pot. I should probably try to bait him here. He's got Special Fighter. I think he can live against Ike. Let's see. Yeah, okay, totally. Alright, so we're going to put Ike right there. We're going to get this quick bait here. He's going to attack me. We're going to do some damage, and then we'll finish him next turn, presumably. Or maybe not. I guess Ike is just way more badass when he gets initiated on. Alright, that's not what I was hoping was going to happen. I wanted to get that pot, but, like, what can you do? Getting the pots are going to be really tough in this mode, because we're short-handed with 5 units a pop. Alright, we did get the bonus KO, because Ike was my bonus hero. And we managed to get to 18,400. So we're back in the vault. Let's take a quick look, see what my friends have cooked up. Now, there's actually, like, quite a lot of talk about, like, the meta and stuff. Maybe we should dive into that just a little bit. I'll give you guys some tips. This guy totally did 2 fights, so not going to be able to get there myself. And this guy, anyone with 18,880, they did their fight prior to the glitch, so they're just going to have bonus lift that I can't get back because of the glitch, which sucks. Alright, this guy over here, he's running... Oh, you don't want to do this. No, he's balled up all his units in a corner. It's going to be so easy to just hit and run and get away. I wouldn't recommend doing something like that. Alright, game here squared. Alright, this one looks a little bit more reasonable. So we have Catria. I wouldn't put Catria and Hector in the same column, because, like, Elamine is just going to pop both of them with false start. And that's going to negate Hardy Fighter. Yeah, but this one looks a little too easy to player phase. He should have probably did Jotunheim Castle for this, if he was going to run something like this. But Seliph is actually quite a good idea again, because he has the Miracle Refine, right? So, like, Miracle Seliph was one of the OGs back in the day. He was one of the better units to run in Aether Raids. Makore, let's take a look at what they've got. Alright, so we have Leaf. Again, a lot of people are running Leaf, apparently. He's just going to be food for Ike, though. We have Myrrh, we got Lyn. Yeah, Lyn, this is one of the reasons why I decided to go for one slot with Deflect Missile on Hector and the other with Deflect Magic, because, like, this guy's just running bows. And Hector, with Deflect Missile, is going to have a better time here. Oh, very interesting. He's got Sane with Fire Sweep Lance instead of his weapon. If you do that, he's not going to be able to rally and take a second action. Kind of awkward. Oh, but then, okay, I see what he's going for. So, oh, dude, is this the return of lunge traps now? Because Sane is going to rally. He's going to get danced by Ninian. And then he's going to attack somebody wherever they may be. And then he's going to lunge them onto the bolt trap. And there's, like, back in the day when we had double save units, near save, I don't know why they decided to do this. It's actually really stupid, but near save negates movement effects after combat. So, like, hit and run, repel, lunge, etc. All of those effects do not work when the unit is attacking a unit that has save, which is so dumb, but, like, that's not going to be a case here, because everyone's probably just going to run far save. And yeah, lunge traps are kind of legit again, man. This is really bringing me back. And then the new map, too, like, Jotunheim Castle just reminds me of OG Spring Breeze. This is seriously a blast from the past mode. Alright, this guy's running a Cav line, okay. I think save skills would get the best of him, like, just running save Hector. Makai is great, but she can't really beat Hector. She beats everyone else besides Hector. And then Lysithea, Lake Jarn. Oh, Lake Jarn could probably pressure Hector a bit. Maybe even, dude, maybe even, Ike could have his way here. It'll be a little tricky, though, avoiding getting hit by everybody. Because, like, what made these teams so strong back in the day was they could attack a unit that's not ready to be attacked. And, like here, if I were to plop Ike somewhere and then one of my other guys ends up getting hit, that would be counterproductive. So this is the reason why save skills became so good. Alright, let's just take a look at a couple more, see what else is going on. Let's see Kev's. Kev's is pretty good. Alright, so we got Medeus. Yeah, this is what I'm expecting to see a little bit more frequently. Lethality Yuri with freaking Hardy Bearing. We got Deadeye Crom. Oh my god, dude, this is an IP setup. Holy hell. So she's going to have Regnal Astra. He's going to have Iceberg. He's going to have Lethality. He's going to have Deadeye. Yeah, Crom. Bike is not doing shit to this. So for this, what would you even want to do? Like false start, man. You would have to false start one of his IP units to break the IP chain here. Yeah, like just bringing more credence to Elamine. And another secret tech unit just before we close out here. Against my team, I'm running Sigurd, who gives everyone +1 move. Easy way to counter that is just run Reeve. So he just stall ploys the whole team, and after Sigurd does his thing, then everyone's only moving one space. So there's a lot of like really clutch anti-tech units you can run. Anti-meta units. All those things are going to be coming into play. So let me know in the comments section down below how your first day went in Aether Raids Chaos season. Were you able to get both of the pots? Because I think that's probably going to be the thing most people are going to struggle to do. But it is nice for a change of pace. Aether Raids was getting really stale, to be honest. So I am glad they decided to do this. I just wish they didn't have it all glitched up at the start, so it messed with some people. But that's all for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and come back tomorrow. We're going to do day 2 of Chaos Season. So that's all, folks. I'll catch y'all again on the flip side.